Hey guys, let's try this again. I just went live a little bit ago and it cut off on me, so I'm sorry. I'm Jana, and I'm one of the girls that runs the Market Beautiful. And we have been on a crazy wellness journey for the past couple years, and we're just starting to really talk about it on our blog and on our Instagram. And we've neglected Facebook a little bit, so we're starting to incorporate a little more of that. I think a lot of times we worry about what goes in our body as far as food goes, but we don't really pay attention to what goes on our body. We rely on marketing campaigns and brands to tell us what's okay, and we just really need to educate ourselves. So we've been working on that for the last couple of years, and what we've been using has been amazing. We've been using essential oils, and so I kind of want to just go through and give you a really basic overview of what they are, how we use them, and why you need them. So if you have questions at all, put them in the comments and I'll answer them as I go, as long as I see them. And welcome. So the first thing what we're going to talk about is what an essential oil is. And they're just plants that are highly concentrated versions of themselves. So they're plant extracts, and like the immune system, the plant gets distilled or cold pressed or resin tapped and put into little bottles, and that is what an essential oil is. The compounds that make up the plants actually benefit the body systems in the human body. So, like, this is a bottle of RC, which is a respiratory support oil, and the compounds in eucalyptus and myrtle and cypress actually benefit our respiratory system. So, it's a really fascinating thing to learn. It's just been a whole lifestyle change. There's a couple different ways that you can get essential oils into your system. And the first one is by diffusing them. And for that, you just need a diffuser, and it's a lot like a humidifier. But it's specially formulated for essential oils because they are very concentrated. So they will eat through plastic or the toxins in plastic. So you really need to make sure that if you've got a diffuser, that it's a hospital grade plastic so that it doesn't leach the toxins at all. So basically the idea is you take the top off, you put some water in there, and then a couple drops of essential oil right on top of the water. Turn it on, and ultrasonic vibrations cause a cool air mist, and the oil molecules are broken down to micromolecules by the ultrasonic vibrations, and that's how you absorb that essential oil into your body, and it does what it needs to do. So that's the first way. You can also use things like diffuser bracelets and actually put oil straight on these, and then throughout the day you can kind of just breathe that in and get them into your system that way. Aromatherapy is really powerful. It's been used for a long time. Oils are nothing new. They're not a fad. I think people are just in the last 20 years really discovering again how beneficial they are for culinary purposes and for skincare and for cleaning, and even, like they used back in the day for grounding and spiritual purposes. So there's a million uses for them. Hi, groomer. So anyway, this is what a bottle of oil looks like, and I'm actually going to put a little drop in my hand so you can see that it's not like a fatty oil. It is clear, and it is the essence of those plants. All those compounds in there make up the immune system of the plant. So like I just put lavender on my hands. Lavender oil is highly concentrated. It's 27 square feet of lavender in this bottle. So you only need a drop or two for whatever you're doing. And it's clear and it smells amazing. So good for sleep. It's good for grounding and calming and any kind of anxiety that you have. It's wonderful. So the second way to use oils is by actually putting them on your skin like I did. The feet are an amazing place to put oils because they're big pores, and so you just put them right on the bottom there and it gets into your bloodstream and the oils do what they need to do. The crazy thing is that the same is true for any other products that you're putting on your skin or your children's skin. Anything that gets put on is getting absorbed into the bloodstream. So that was kind of an eye-opener for us. We learned that really quickly that you don't clean a shower with Lysol toilet bowl cleaner while standing in it. I did that, and I had to call poison control because I started getting lightheaded and I got nauseous, and it turns out the ingredients that make up that Lysol toilet bowl cleaner are not good for your bloodstream or your body. So everything that you put on your skin, you need to know what it is and where it's coming from just to be the safest that you can be. Why not make yourself more aware? You know, I mean, there's really nobody's getting a trophy for using a product that has harmful ingredients in it. So put it on your skin. For kiddos, you need to use carrier oil to dilute them. Their skin is not as developed as ours is. They don't need as much oil because it is concentrated. And so Young Living, which is the company I'm going to be talking about tonight, makes a line of oils that is already formulated for kiddos. You don't have to dilute them at all. You can just put them straight on their skin. Or you can get a carrier oil, which I love using fractionated coconut oil. You can just pick this up at Target or at the grocery store and put it straight on their skin, put a little oil in there, mix it around, and it dilutes it. It doesn't lose its effectiveness, but you don't need as much oil to cover a bigger area. So I typically do maybe 1 to 2 drops in a tablespoon of carrier oil for my kids, and that works really well. There are some oils like lavender that are really gentle, so I don't necessarily always dilute lavender with my kids. They do really well with it. It's great for sleep for them, so that will go on their feet at night. We make my son Beckett, who is 4, we make him a monster spray. So all of that is just water and a pinch of Epsom salt and Stress Away and lavender, and then he gets to spray that on his stuffed animals at night, and it keeps the monsters away, but it also supports a really good night's sleep for him. So really, really versatile, really awesome bases for a lot of DIYs, which I'll talk about a few of those a little bit later. Then the third way that you can get oils into your system is basically by using them like supplements. So you can get veggie capsules from the store and put a couple drops of oil in a capsule and take it that way, or you could put it in your food. A lot of the oils like peppermint, you can actually put straight in brownie batter, or you could use thieves oil for your French toast batter. I mean, there's a whole lot of things you can do for that, and it's benefiting your body at the same time. I actually just replaced all of my spices with the essential oils, nutmeg, clove, tarragon, thyme, basil, oregano, all of those I just replaced with essential oils. They last for years and years. Some of them last for decades. So, I mean, this is a great way to switch your spice cabinet out for pretty darn cheap. We just used oregano the other night in a dish that I made, and it tastes so good. So you can use them in cooking and in baking. It's great. And Young Living labels all of the oils that are approved for dietary use with a white label, and they have a whole vitality line. So those are the ones that are approved for use in food and use in cooking or supplements. So those are the 3 ways to get oils in your system. Breathe them in, put them on your skin, or ingest them. That's it. They don't recommend that kids ingest oils again because they just don't need to. Putting them on your skin or diffusing them is just as effective, and their systems are just less developed than an adult's, so they just don't need as much oil, and they don't need to be ingesting it. So those are my tips on how to use them. I know a lot of you have likely seen that you can buy oils at Walmart now, or even TJ Maxx or Joann's. And what I want to let you guys know is that not all oils are created equal. So the FDA does not regulate oils very tightly. I mean, a lot of organic or even natural alternative products, they don't regulate very heavily. So you have to do research on that. Again, it's so hard not to just go buy something off the shelf, take it at face value, and get it home. But I mean, the reality is that you may not be getting a pure oil. There are a few different grades of oil. So there's grade A, B, C, and D. Grade A is what you always want to make sure that you're purchasing. And that just means that every single drop of oil in this bottle is 100% the plant that it is distilled from. So lavender oil is 100% lavender. That's all that's in this bottle. Lemon, it's the same thing. It's just cold pressed lemon rinds. A grade A company is not going to add any chemical filler. They're not going to add any synthetic fragrance to it. They're not putting carrier oil or water or alcohol in there at all. It is just straight up the plant that oil is made from, and you don't have to worry about it. Any of the other grades of oils, like you can find at Target or you can find at Walmart, are not safe for eating. A lot of them even will say pure on the front, and then on the back it will say don't put on your skin, don't breathe in. It's like, what are you supposed to do with that? You know, if you can't put it on your skin, you shouldn't be breathing it in, or vice versa. So you really, really want to do your research and make sure that, yes, it says pure on the label, but where do these oils come from? What are the conditions that they're being distilled in? Are they using pesticides? Because that's definitely going to translate over into your oils. Just research the heck out of the companies that you can go with. So we ended up choosing Young Living. They've been a company that's been around for over 20 years. So I love that they had already, they've been around for so long. They have a great track record. They don't use pesticides. They use essential oils as their pesticides. And they have a promise called seed to seal, which basically means from the time the plant is a seed until it's sealed up in the bottle, it's 100% pure. If it doesn't match or pass their 3 different tests, then they're not going to send it out. I can go to their farms too, and I can peek behind the curtain. I can go and help with their harvest. I can help them distill it. I can see the lab. I don't have to worry about, are they telling me the truth? Are they actually, putting stuff in there that's adulterating the oils? No. And they're just so thorough. I just love them. And they also do a lot of humanitarian work, which I think is great. So that's ultimately the main reasons we went with Young Living. And then also they just have so much more than oils. There's, I think, 300 single oils and blends, but then they also have makeup now. They have skincare products, there's cleaning products, there's personal care products like toothpaste and deodorant. So you can switch out all the stuff that you're using right now and go with plant-based products. And the more you guys research, the more you'll find that it's really, really important to find good plant-based products. I wanted to show you an app that I use on my phone that you guys can use too. It's free. There's 2 of them, but the one that I use the most is called Think Dirty, which I don't know if you can see this. But basically, this app, you can scan your products or you can type your product in, and it will tell you on a scale of 1 to 10 what it rates for how dirty it is or how toxic the ingredients are. So the first thing that I ever scanned was Dawn dish soap, and I used the apple blossom because I loved the smell of it. But when I first opened this up, I was so shocked because it scores, here I'll let it load and then I'm hoping I can show you this. It scores, let's see, a 10 on their app. And the reason it scores a 10 is for developmental and reproductive toxicity and carcinogenic ingredients. So yes, you're like, okay, great, yeah, but what are those ingredients? You can actually click the ingredients list and it will show you the actual ingredients in there and why they rate so high. And so from there, again, I'm like, okay, that's great, but what is it doing? And so I'm able to go in and I can go to Google and I can research why those things are unhealthy. So the biggest ingredient in this particular product is triclosan. And so I can look that up and figure out that it's actually a synthetic antibacterial ingredient. The EPA registers it as a pesticide. And it's also classified as a chlorophenol, and there are chemicals that are suspected of causing cancer in humans. This is something that I was using to wash our dishes in. We were eating our food off of these dishes, which means that we were getting that into our systems. And no, they're not going to just harm us right away. But the thing is, over time, our bodies just cannot break down those ingredients. And so over time, what happens is a process called bioaccumulation. And so those toxins are building up and they're building up and they're causing issues like skin allergies and birth defects and reproductive problems. Even emotional health has been linked to some of those ingredients. And so it's really important to know what you're putting on your skin and what you're putting on your kiddo's skin. So that's kind of our whole thing, is like, we want to research, we want to be aware, but we also don't want to be like fear-mongering either, because there's so many things out there that are just claims that have no backup to them. So for us, it was really important to say, okay, here's an app where it will tell us the ingredients, or I can just look at the back of a product and look at these ingredients and Google them myself to figure out what is in them. What am I putting on my skin? So empower yourself. Just do some research. It's not hard, and it is so worth the extra time to do that. So That's why purity matters. Make a list of the things that you're using right now and research them. See if there's some things that you'd like to switch out. And there's so much value in essential oils because not only can you use them just very easily by putting them on your skin to support your body systems, but you can make products with them that replace all of the other things that you're using. So there's a couple different ways that you can order essential oils. One is by just jumping on Young Living's website, and you can add items to your cart and you can check out and you're golden. That is a retail customer. You will pay more though. So the way that I went and the way that everybody that I know goes is by going as a retail or as a wholesale customer instead of a retail customer. And wholesale does not mean you're locked into anything. There's no strings attached, which is another reason why I went with Young Living. I wanted to make sure they were very low key and very laid back. And so all that means as a wholesale member is that you're able to buy their bundle, which is an introductory bundle. If you were to buy it outright on the website, like if you just went there and added all those items to your cart, it'd be over $350 worth of product with the diffuser. And then, but if you actually end up going in and becoming a wholesale member, you can get that introductory bundle for $160, way cheaper than buying it all outright. And there is so much value in this kit instead of just buying a couple oils here and there. If you're going to make them part of your lifestyle, you need some kind of introduction to oils, and this is the best way. So there's no strings attached. As a member, you'll get 10 oils, and they support every body system. You get a bonus oil called Stress Away, and then they also include a diffuser with that. So, I mean, you can't experience the oils without a diffuser. And that's what we ended up, we totally replaced our candles with a diffuser, and we just diffuse oils all day long, sometimes all night long, depending on the support that we need. You can't even get the crappy oils on Amazon for less than $160. So it is worth it. Okay. So think about all the things that you buy now. List all those things out. Put prices down if you can. And then that way you have a roadmap of what you're spending every month, and are oils a good way to go for you? Here are some of the things that I listed out. This is some of the things that you can do with the oils in your kit, and kind of gives you an idea of what you might already be spending on products. The first one is just a good overall multi-purpose cleaner. When I looked online, I was able to find an average of about $4 to $6 a bottle for a multi-purpose cleaner. And those were cleaners like Clorox or 409 or Mrs. Meyer's that claimed to be, pure and natural, but in fact had a lot of ingredients that were not pure and natural. So what we do is we get this. This is called Thieves Cleaner. And Thieves is an oil. And I know a lot of you have probably heard of Thieves because when people talk about Young Living, it's kind of like, oh yeah, Thieves oil is really good. Thieves oil is made from clove, cinnamon bark, lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. It smells amazing. And the compounds in those plants are actually antibacterial. They kill airborne bacteria. And again, just smells so good. So this bottle is $22, but it's concentrated. So I just take one capful. This is the size of the cap. I pour one capful of this into a bottle, like a glass spray bottle, and then I fill that bottle up with vinegar or water or sometimes hydrogen peroxide, depending on what I'm cleaning. And that's it. That's all I need. So this bottle right here makes 30 to 40 bottles of full-size cleaner, which makes it less than $2 a bottle of cleaner. And I know what's in this. I know that I'm using oils and plant-based products to clean my home. So I got this, and I went underneath my sink, and I just cleared everything out, and I had my one spray bottle sitting there. That's all I have to use, and I use it for countertops and for floors and for toilets, like everything. And the cool thing is there's a little cheat sheet. I don't know if I saved it on this computer or if it was on my phone. I'll have to look here. It was a cheat sheet, and it was all of the, I don't think I have it on here, but it was all of the different kinds of cleaners that I could make with this. I could make floor cleaner, like wood floor cleaner, or tile cleaner, or grout cleaner. There was carpet stain remover. I mean, all of those things you can use this Thieves base for. So it's just so versatile, and I know exactly what's in it. I don't have to buy a bunch of extra product to use to clean my home. So that was one huge savings there. Number two is face wash. So I just Googled like the top rated face wash for 2017, and that averaged out to be about $55 for that face wash. I know people spend a lot less on their face wash, and some people spend a lot more on their face wash, but overall, that was kind of the average. So what I do is I get a little ball jar at Walmart, the ones that are about this big and kind of that tall, and I just put cotton rounds in them, and I pour a little water and a little bit of Castile soap. And then because my skin type is really dry, I got rosehip oil, which is great for dry skin and for sensitive skin. Put a few drops of that in there, and then I put my skin support essential oils in there. Lavender, frankincense, and copaiba. I put 4 or 5 drops of each of those in there, and that's my face wash. I take out a cotton round, which is soaked in oils and rosehip oil and Castile soap, and I wash my face with it, and then I rinse off with warm water. And that's all my face wash is. It's less than $5 a jar, and it lasts me for months. So all I have to do to get more is put more cotton rounds in and a little bit more oil in if it's not smelling as potent as it was before. That is it. So you can see already that if you're purchasing $55 face wash every couple months, it gets expensive. Again, not plant-based, not with essential oils in it that are going to benefit wrinkles and discoloration. You might as well go with something like that. And these DIYs, I don't have a lot of time. I have 2 kids that are 2 years old and 4 years old. We run the markets. I educate on essential oils, and I do a lot of other things. I don't have time for a lot of really extensive DIYs. So all of the things that I make are less than 10 minutes to make. The next one is the serum. This is the serum that I make. It's a beauty serum, and I can guarantee you it works better than what you can buy at Sephora for 70 bucks a jar. So it's a roller ball. I got this on Amazon. They're really cheap, but it's just a little metal roller ball. And I put, again, lavender and frankincense and copaiba in here with rosehip oil, and that's my serum. So after I wash my face, this goes all over my face. Sometimes I'll put a toner on, and I make my own toner. It is witch hazel and oils, and it's in a spray bottle. And that's all I do, and I know exactly what's going on my face. Again, less than $5, and I'm making it in less than 10 minutes. The next one was dishwasher detergent, and the one that I found that was kind of like the average for everyone was about $13 for the little pods, and rated a 9 on the Think Dirty scale. So I found a DIY. I have not done this DIY. I buy Young Living's dishwasher detergent every other month or so and use that instead, because it's just something that I was doing before, and some things I just don't DIY. Some things I just get from Young Living because I know they're great products and they last me a while, and I get points back for them too. So the dishwasher detergent recipe that I found, though, was washing soda or baking soda, borax, Epsom salt, vinegar, and then lemon essential oil. That's all you need for a dishwashing detergent. And then the last thing was laundry soap. I've made my own laundry soap, but now I just buy it from Young Living because I love it. It's also concentrated. The bottle of it is this big. It's so tiny, but it makes 64 loads. It lasts a really long time. You don't need a bunch. It doesn't leave a smell. There's no fragrance. There's no chemicals in it. It's just plant-based laundry soap that works. But I have made my own laundry bombs before, and they're pretty easy. The ingredients are really similar to the dishwashing detergent, except for I make them into little hardened pucks. So all I have to do is reach into a jar and grab a puck and throw it in the washing machine, and that works really well too. Cleans my clothes. There's no residue on it, and I know exactly what's going on our skin. We're not, wearing clothes with chemicals on them, and when we sweat, it's getting into our bloodstream and causing all kinds of reproductive issues and hormonal issues. No, thank you. Get rid of your dryer sheets if you have them. They're one of the worst culprits for just developmental reproductive toxicity and headaches, even just as simple as a headache. I cannot even walk down the aisle that has laundry soap and dish soap and Glade plug-ins now without just getting a massive headache because of the ingredients in there. So anyway, those are the things, some of the things that you can DIY. There are so many things. I mean, there's 10,000 uses for this starter kit. So it's $160, and that is half off of what it would normally be retail, over $350. And then I would really enjoy you guys doing this with us. So I'm doing $25 back on a starter kit. That comes out of my own referral fee, but the thing is, we really love the community that we've built educating on this stuff. I have some of the best friends that I have made in the last 2 years just from this whole oily lifestyle that we've started on. And so I invest that back into you. So I would love for you to join our little community. And what I mean by community is it's a private Facebook page, a group. And as soon as you get your kit, like as soon as you order it, I will get an email. I will send you that $25 back. And then I plug you into that group. It's private, and your friends aren't going to know you're in there if you don't want them to. But there are live video classes. There are, classes about kids. There's classes about beauty and skincare and all kinds of stuff in there. Tips and tricks and all the DIY recipes that I learn from Floral and Pine. So it's really easy. I will go ahead and put my link right here so you guys have it. Let's see if I can do this and talk at the same time. Probably not. But you can go here and you can get your kit there at floralandpine.com/Jana. I'll make that a little bigger. Maybe that big. Is that big enough? Order your kit by clicking click here to begin. It'll have a little link there, and it will take you to a screen where you either can sign up as retail or sign up as wholesale. To get the kit, you have to be a wholesale member to get that pricing. It's already half off of what retail is. And remember, there's no strings attached. You're not going to have to sell anything. You're not going to have to buy anything extra. That's it. You get 24% off when you need to reorder or if you want to try more products. Then you pick your diffuser. So there's 4 different diffusers that you can pick from. The kit that's $160 comes with this guy or another little dewdrop diffuser. And then there are a couple other upgrades that you can do. I will say that all of the diffusers work great. The ones that are more expensive, it's just because they're a little more aesthetically pleasing. So make your choice. Any of them are going to work great. After that, then it's going to prompt you to either be a part of their rewards program or to not. You can opt in or opt out. It's totally optional. If you're going to order anything outside of the kit at first, so if you want to get some of the cleaner or the dish soap or the laundry soap or whatever, do it on the rewards program because you get points back. Way better than Target's 5% back. So they start you at 10% back for the first 3 months, and then you move to 20% back for months 4 through 24, and then 25% back after that. And that comes every month. You just have to spend a $50 minimum. You pick your products that you want. It doesn't cost you to be in their in their rewards program at all. You pick what you want, and they give you points back for it. The first year that you're a member of Essential Rewards, you get free oils every 3 months. And then depending on what you spend every month, you'll qualify for some additional free oils. So they just kind of like Oprah you with the rewards program. It's great. And the reason why we jumped on it is because I made that list of all the things that we were already purchasing at Target and Walmart and the grocery store. And I looked at that and I, one, didn't want to use those products anymore because of the ingredients that were in them. And 2, it was just as cost effective to go with Young Living's products because of the rewards that you get back. So what we do is we buy a lot of our cleaners and our supplements on Essential Rewards. And then every couple months I've got maybe 200 points, which is basically like having $200. And I can get skincare. I could get personal care products with that, whatever. If I wanted to try some cool oil like sandalwood or something, I could just pop that in my cart and use my reward points for it. So it's just a lifestyle shift. It's a mindset shift. It's a list change from Target to Young Living. I think you'll find that it's a lot more cost effective that way, but again, it's totally optional to do that. I have a lot of people that I consult with, and I actually go through their lists with them. We look at all the products they're using and we price out what they're using now versus what they could be using with Young Living, and that's something I'm happy to do with you too. So if that's something you want to do, just message me. If you guys have questions about the oils at all, you can message me too. I'm a pretty open book. I always respond. This has kind of been my other baby other than the market. So I absolutely love it and I'm passionate about it. So that's how you order. And then, once you opt in or out of that rewards program, then you just check out and I'll get the email. I'll send you your $25 back. And if you do enroll in their rewards program at the same time that you get your starter kit, you will get a free bottle of cinnamon bark oil and a free bottle of Christmas spirit oil, which you will want to have in your diffuser. Well, let me just tell you that. It's so good. So I'll show you guys the kit. So you already saw the diffuser. This is what the kit looks like. The same people that do Apple's packaging do the packaging for the kits, which is kind of cool. But anyway, they have their seed to seal promise right here on the front, just saying that they're going to be in charge of that oil from the time it's a seed until it's sealed up to make sure that it's 100% pure. So you'll open it up and then you'll see all of your oils right here, all 10 of the oils. These support all of the body systems. We'll go through them really quickly and then you guys can ask me any more further questions on these in the comments or in a message. But Digize is a great digestive oil for gastrointestinal support. You just put it right on your stomach if you need it. Lemon is great for cleaning. It's a great detox and it smells great in the diffuser. Peppermint, again, great for digestion. It's great for head tension, supporting your muscular system. It's a great one to put in the diffuser with lemon and lavender for seasonal support and immune support at the same time. Thieves oil is that oil that I was telling you that is antibacterial and it disinfects. So this is a really good one to diffuse after you've had a play date or your kids have gone to school. Diffuse it when they get home. That's a good one. And then Copaiba is a flower that's actually resin tapped, and that one is a great skin support and just overall wellness. So you can add it to your routine, whether you're putting it on your feet every day or putting it on a sore muscle or something every day. It's a really great oil. Frankincense, this is the oil for wrinkles. It's a wonderful thing to just put straight on your skin. A lot of times I actually just put it straight under my eyes and it helps a lot. Panaway is great for sore muscles and muscular support in general and also nervous system support. RC is great for your respiratory system. It's for respiratory and congestion, so it's a great one to diffuse when you need a little extra support there. Lavender is great for sleep and great for skin. And purification is a good odor eliminating oil. So if you've diffused or if you have cooked something that you need to diffuse something that will eliminate odors, like fish in the house or something, diffuse purification. You can add in other oils. You can mix oils in the diffuser, which there are so many good recipes out there. There's one that smells like the candle from Anthropology. I mean, there's just a million different things you can do. So that's that. And then in the bottom of the kit, so you actually have a little surprise cave down here. You'll open this up and you'll have your bonus oil down here, which is Stress Away. And that oil is great for calming and grounding and just occasional anxiety and stress. You'll have some sample packs, so if somebody's like, hey, I want to try lavender, just give them one of these, and it has a couple drops in it. You'll get little travel size bottles that are perfect for just either giving somebody a sample if they need it or just using them for travel. And then this is actually an antioxidant support drink. It is great to help regulate blood sugar and to curb sugar cravings. It gives you all the nutrients you need. You take an ounce of this a day. So if you're local to Montana too, by the way, if you want to look in that event page, we're actually doing a big bulk order and a local pickup only. So if you guys want to get a couple bottles of that extra at a cheaper bulk rate, then you should check that page out and that might be something you want to do. But anyway, you'll get a 4-day supply in your kit. That's what it looks like. My kids love this and it's so great. It's a great way to get their nutrients in because they just don't, they're so picky about what they eat. It's great immune support too. So if you're feeling a little like you need a little bit more immune support, you can do a little extra of this during the day, and it's a good energy boost too. Just enough to, recognize that you're getting a little bit of energy from there. So it's really great. But that's your kit. And now that you guys have some DIYs under your belt and you know that you're going to be supported through that online group, it is time to jump in. I mean, it's just time to make a change. You have hundreds of people that are going to walk through that with you, that are going to be so excited that you're doing it. And we are too. Like, this is just a passion, especially for me. I did not start out using oils with the intention of becoming like an educator on oils, but it has just become awesome. I referred my mom. I told her about the kit, and then she ended up getting one. And the next month, I got a thank you check in the mail. No idea that that was even possible, because I didn't want to, sell oils. I didn't want to do any kind of business out of it. But the thing is, they just have a killer referral program. So inevitably, people are going to ask you about your oils, and get them paid for by referring them. I mean, give them your referral link, which I will give you, and you make a $50 thank you check every time you refer somebody. So that's a really good referral program. Anyway, and you can go further. You can build a business out of it, but you don't have to. I mean, it's just like any other company out there that offers a referral kickback. Young Living does too. So you can either just do that, or you can build a business out of it. Or you don't have to do anything. You don't have to tell anybody a single thing about the oils. So if you guys are ready, I would absolutely love to walk through this with you. Since we've been using these for the past 2 years, we are healthier, we're happier, and you deserve that too. You guys are the ones that are ultimately in control of your home and what you bring in, what you're putting on your skin, what you're breathing in, the air. You deserve better. So let us help walk you through that. If you go to that it's all backwards, floralandpine.com/Jana link there, you can sign up. I'm going to send you $25 back after you get your kit. And then if you end up referring or enrolling in the rewards program, I will give you a bottle of Christmas Spirit, and you'll also get a bottle of cinnamon bark oil as well. So let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm happy to talk through it with you. If you need somebody to help look over your shopping list that you already have and see what you can switch over to Young Living, happy to do that too. It's been awesome talking to you guys, and I will hopefully be doing a lot more of these videos. If you have things that you want me to talk about, specific applications, or if you want to know more about oils and pets or oils and kids, don't be afraid to message us and give us suggestions, because we love that. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye!